Thank you all for joining.
So, we want to welcome you all to Levi's virtual bar mitzvah. We are extremely thankful that all of you are joining us now. We feel extremely fortunate that we have such a wonderful group of friends and such a great community of people. There's been such an incredible outpouring of love and support for Levi, and we are just so grateful, and we truly are very lucky. And it's in times like this is the silver lining, in times like this that we come to appreciate each other and what it means to be there for each other. So thank you, and we should be able to be there for each other for joyous things and happy things always. So I just want to begin with sharing a story with Levi and with all of you. So about 270 years ago, there were two brothers, Reb Elimelech of Lezhensk and Reb Zusia of Anipoli. And they were two famous brothers, but they liked to travel around posing as beggars and travel amongst the people and speak with the people, the simple people, and to inspire them and to teach, kind of anonymously, not as their famous selves. And it so happened that one time they were together traveling with another group, and some of the members of that group were accused of being thieves. So the policemen came and they threw the whole group into jail, including these two brothers. Confident that they were innocent, they were waiting to be released. But as the day wore on, they began to realize this is not going to be a 1, 2, 3 situation. The hour is getting late, and the day is waning, and it's time to pray the afternoon service. So Rabbi Elimelech stands up and begins to prepare himself for prayer. His brother Zushya looks at him and he says, Elimelech, what are you doing? So he says, I'm getting ready to pray the afternoon service. And Zushya says, but Elimelech, look over there. He points to the corner. There was a pail that served as a communal toilet. He said, Elimelech, look at the pail. Jewish law says that one cannot pray when there is an open toilet like that. So Rabbi Elimelech thinks for a moment and he says, you know, Zusi, you're right. He sits down, he resigns himself to the fact that he won't be able to pray, and he begins to cry. And his brother turns to him and he says, Zushya, why? He says, Elimelech, why are you crying? Elimelech says, what do you mean, why am I crying? I want to pray and I can't pray. How can I not cry? Zushya tells him, Elimelech, the same God that commanded you to pray, it's the same God that tells you that when there's an open toilet, you shouldn't pray. So therefore, you should be joyous that you can't pray, because by not praying, you're fulfilling God's commandments. So as you would be joyous with any commandment, you should be joyous that you can't pray now, because that's God's will. And Elimelech, his eyes light up, and he says, Yossi, you're right. And these two lock hands, and they begin to dance around the pail. And they're excited. They're fulfilling God's will by not praying. The prison guard, hears the commotion, and he comes running in, and he says, what's going on? He asks some of the other people there, what's going on? He says, we don't really know. We just saw these two nutcases. They were talking amongst themselves. Then they got up and started dancing around the pail. The guard says, oh, really? I'll show them. He storms into the prison cell, grabs the pail, and removes it from the cell. After which, Rabbi Elimelech and Reb Zusia were able to pray the afternoon service. The message is this. This is the message to Levi, and this is the message really for all of us. For some reason, by divine will, we were destined to celebrate a bar mitzvah quarantined in our homes, where we can't physically be with each other and dance with each other. And there are many other things we can't do as a community, including communal prayer and attending Torah classes. But we have to know that for whatever reason, a reason beyond our understanding, this is God's will. And therefore, we have to take advantage of the situation where we are. We have to find ways to study Torah, even while quarantined in our homes. Find opportunities to show kindness and compassion to others, to celebrate with each other, celebrate bar mitzvahs. And we have to do it with joy, knowing that we are fulfilling God's will because this is how he wants it to be. So I have to say that Levi he's really shocked us. Hannah and I were both extremely concerned how Levi would take to this whole thing. We were preparing for this big event, the first bar mitzvah in our family. We were preparing for it for quite some time. And there was great anticipation leading up to it. And to have to break the news to Levi that we wouldn't be having the big event, we were very concerned. And I have to say that Levi took it extremely, extremely maturely. And we are extremely proud of him. And Levi, my bracha to you, our bracha to you, is that just like Rav Zushya and Elimelech, these two great famous righteous men, these two great famous righteous brothers, the way they served God with joy. And even though their situation seemed dire and it seemed extremely unfortunate, that you two should always serve God with joy, regardless of the situation that you find yourself. You should always have joy in life, because the main thing is to have a simchas hachayim, to have a joy, because when you have joy, when you have faith, when you have trust in God, you can be joyous under any circumstance. And that is the key to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Okay? We are now going to sing a Hasidic song and introduce a Hasidic discourse, which Levi has memorized by heart, word for word, just to show you. I think this is size 12 font. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 pages, double-sided. Levi is going to be reciting this in Yiddish. By heart, word for word. I have the book here. And I don't want to keep you too long, but the content of the mimer of this Hasidic discourse discusses the great achievement that a young man accomplishes when he begins to put on tefillin. Okay.
Isa Mother Shilling, Rabbi Eliezer Reimer, Amr, Sol Megan Barhu, Shalom, Rights and all the Batarian Balayla, Layla, Night. Eden Zones to Mavish and Shalom, we build them out of an entire Takuna, Albert Mahab Midkin Zine, Amrul Hamakadish Barhu, Kamu Mistas Twilling, my Lani, Alayham, Kilat, and Yamatari and Balayla. So today we start to and Zine Mechanics of Twilling, Malaysia Harach, and then we will out of an entire Takuna. Also kein Verständig, was ist den Infos was Zeit Material, was ist der sein Jahr im Film Material innerhalb des Zweiten. Aber drin da steht da, mag der noch ja kein Flug auf mich auf Israel, sagen wir der schreibt, hier ist mich schon mal sagen hier in Las ist. Wo in ist aber das Spark was ist, einmal so Las ist. Schon mal mag der ja kein Flug auf mich auf. Es ist verlangt, was ist andere Ton, aber allein tut nicht, aber der Rebis der allein tut diese dann steht, mag der ja kein Flug auf mich auf. I said, don't call him from us, and I linked us, I could listen to the shop match was it is, but as great as the Davis is on Mitzvahs, Dork was into the Mitzvahs, and the game as the Davis is on other Mitzvahs. Come the Chris at Dirt, that was it like it tells in the game of the Parental of next one. Being a result, so my Maximum big Israel, the Geffenbart, as maybe she's still in, stated my favorite, as then the Geffenbart. Come the Chris as Dirt, that was it like that, because the Burmese will bed in a very in the dresser. Klar was er midden steht doch schreef van mijn kat van mijn jamai worden is aan Israël maar er steht doch Rama had alleen maar bij als we spraken de Rama de hebben wel maar dat is de is ik had dat met weer op het hazel in zo dat met die oei maar meer traject hoe alle wil maar zien vertellen dan ook kan mij gewoon afschrijven wie steht in is toch met water dus met water hij heeft wel de blessure deze even houden mij laat we jamai. Und das ist der Steak, Kasal kann ich wollen Leila. Das meint, wenn heißt, wenn sagt, mal zu beginnen belassen muss, dann muss ein der Steak machen. Von der ist keine schöne Kabel. Also wir haben schon schlafen, was ich sehe, aber wirklich alle von der Liebe, was der gut zusammen mit mir ist. Das bleibt eben bloß okay, hat immer was das Blazer ist. Das war steht, weil die ganze Jahr dabei steht, oder was ist dabei? Also was an der Leute sagen, warum kann man hassen? Wir können von uns muss das Spaß bewahren, weil so sein ja dann also mehr sein, nicht mehr so sein, nein, das ist doch schon am Teil mit das was ist steht, da bin ich mir mal und ich gebe mir kann schon mal was das beginnen sehr wel ik wil gaan mij in de steed hij kan ze nog wel naar mij was niet even gelateren als dan was er ergens aan Israël was door dat beginnen wel meer aan Israël we zijn bijna van mijn even wel gaan maar de andere week als je die gelateren dan je bent beschouwd dat was toch wel zo net als je mij bij maar dat je was dat beginnen van ons begeleiden meer als door beginnen met mij was dat beginnen met dan dat ik eerst aan hebben één was ook gelijk tegen de glas was dan wel dat is zaak als je met me aan de klas als je door gaat alles schap gelateren dat is helemaal zijn dat zijn geen tijd van mij misschien van schap gedoe dat is me kan het zo weer gebeurd als je dan maar zich te beginnen met een hart dat je dan misschien al ben reserveren echt wel echt dat وبين لما لما نسمع شيء من المجال أقيم شان كمان تلقيهم وشان كمان يمكن نسمع بس ما كنا زين ضفين فلاشين فبيحصل لما ضفنا نسمع إيش نتكلم Ik doe mijn dingen, mijn laatste is eigenlijk wel een recherche maken van Engels beginnen met deze steeds, steeds allemaal zo steeds niet recherches. Dus dan de shit met zijn ineens. Recherches dan als al mee, dat de shit met zijn ineens anders spel, maar beginnen we zien. Dat was een bank van sommige celebrations. Dat is barashes. We schappen barashes dat daar steeds en gaat in banas. Dan zijn het production in productions. Als wel is ook nog start van heel mais door middag gassen. Dus dat middag als wel in cool game. De tweede productie is met daar weer middag gassen. Want daar is celebrations barashes. Dus dat is bijna middag is dat zijn makkelijk veel ja. Hoteles kan Nederland en het gaat maar kastelen. Maar we gaan mee zijn en gaan zijn gedeel mees. Ik ben ze eerst met het zoals je zijn dat we zeggen al kan zitten maar zeggen terug naar alles. Anders dan we gaan mee met is alles maar zo. Ja, dan gaan ze is van niet dat we hebben zo'n maar speel zijn twee gaan zijn. Dat de ganze middag wat we zeggen wat een ganze net je bent als ik me kennen we hebben meer weer best wel zijn maar je als wij gezegd werd heel ik ben wel ook zo in mezelf deze nog hebben ze maar speel zijn dan gaan ze en dan kan ik lezen in dat kom maar speel nou daar is een machine maar lang steeds geen meer gaan we kunnen ze gaan meer gaan staan geen meer maar beginnen vandaag in de menu van die maar dan gaat die wonen. Mijn tijd van daar ben te gast ben met de gasten dan was het eigenlijk met daar met de gasten en dan ben ik met de gasten. Dat was de eerste en dan zal ik naar pas vergeten wel. Dat is met het hebben we heel dit geen was de gasten. Dus een net maar nog les was gasten was als wat de gasten dan gaat vergeten daarbij. Van mijn graag gaan zijn even een verzegelen. Als je dat dan, maar zo dat waren barcodes bij op een moment begonnen, was zo dat zie je het eerst even. Dus je dan gewoon zeker. Nu wij starten maar bezaagd en zeker met de alle schakel en zeker alle binnen. En dat is daarin. Dat wordt een extra barn met dat met geen meer zeg middag, ik ben met mensen. We reizen nog vanaf dat met mensen. Dat vaart dan ga je zeggen met heel dus dat is gaf maar alle cabine. Zo zijn geen meeging zijn de helft van Nederland dus niet deze als dat is dat hij van ons aan alle. Zelfs aan de lezer maar niet zo dat je wel correct en dan weer we doen commentaar is maar dan de mensen zijn geen meeging niet als dat is dat is maar deel van een vlog en dan nemen we het zei. Dat is de even sterk hebben dus dat scheelt in de midden en die alleen moet uit hem geven in belang. Want doet maar zo snel als een match als dan kan ik wel zo meer van. De eerste van ik kan het wel voor kan ik wel naar Attilos aan naar Attilos was afgemaakt dus mag het barrel. Je ziet dat was like meer in mijn Lila. Scottish is echt als Lila. So far as nog hebben we college. Maar zo van alle slime van mijn was is dat ze hebben zo gehoord van mijn was is nacht. De page van ik ben met dan zeggen mij niet dat dat meer gaan zeggen met zijn. Dan hebben we dat hadden zeg maar nog niet daar snel de pad van zullen. En daar ben ik ook de verneem maar ik kan ze maken. Ja, dan hebben we dat ben ik de machine mee gaat dan bij college dan moet ik gaan staan de naam dat zijn dat is dan echt zo. Nou verstaan ik. Een van 12 mijlen. Ik zag met mij zijn op de geest last is beginnen met de materiaal. Je was out there. Kamers dat stil en man aan die alleen gaat weer wat er in de druk tilling met zo'n individuele materiaal. Dat was zo kilo was dat spijs als het net maar zo was. Dus wij durven geen tijd om te merken dat weer heel lang. De was out there, ik druk tilling but I'm showing some making in the station making my same voice. We need to be very long. And that's like in my land, you live in gas and give it to my light on. Can I say so much?
Okay, we're cramming everything in, so Levi is now going to say a speech. He's going to stand. Okay, slowly. Everybody can hear.
Good evening and Mazel Tov. Today, as I become a bar mitzvah, I would like to first and foremost thank God for reaching the ripe old age of 13 in good health. Celebrating my bar mitzvah at a time like this reminds me to appreciate even more all of the blessings that God has given me. Next, I would like to thank my parents for being the best that I could ever wish for, and for always supporting and encouraging me to live up to my full potential. Lastly, to my family, Zayda Mendel and Baba Asya, Baba Trido, Baba and Zaidi, Baba and Zayda, aunts, uncles, and cousins. I know that you all made plans to travel here to celebrate the special day with me. Apparently, God has other plans, but thank you so much for all your efforts and for tuning in tonight for my virtual bar mitzvah. I look forward to celebrating together in person in the near future. Pashas Vayakel, the Torah portion for this week, we read again about the construction of the Mishkan under the leadership of Bezalel. Do you know that the Talmud in Tractate Sanhedrin says that Bezalel was only 13 years old, bar mitzvah age at the time? What made Bezalel uniquely qualified for this position? The Basel Torah explains that three times the Torah traces his lineage, alludes to the qualities of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Chachma, Bina, and Das, the acronym being Chabad. Midrash tells us that the reason Bezalel merited these special qualities was because of his Sechus Abbos, the righteous ancestors. His grandmother Miriam had Mesiras Nefesh, self-sacrifice to defy Pharaoh and save Jewish children in Egypt, and his grandfather Korah was killed because he tried stopping the Jews from making the golden calf. As I turn 13, I am charged like Bezalel with building my own personal spiritual tabernacle. I am too empowered by the examples of my righteous ancestors that had self-sacrifice for Torah and Mitzvah. And like Bezalel, the Rebbe gifted us with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Hasidic Chabad, which shows us the way and gives us necessary tools to construct our personal tabernacle. May I merit to give the Rebbe, my parents and grandparents, and great-grandparents, and the entire Jewish community much Jewish and Hasidic nachas, as merit the ultimate redemption speedily without delay. Amen.
You're hired. Assistant Rabbi, right here.
Shkoyach Levi, very well done job.
Mazal Tov, Levi.
Mazal Tov.
One second.
Great job, Levi.
From the woman of the hour. Chana right now is the mother. She's also the teacher of all of the children around this table.
L'chaim to all the teachers out there. L'chaim, baby.
For those of you who still have something left in the bottle, who haven't finished it yet in the past couple days, please raise your glasses and join me in a l'chaim.
All right. Hi, Levi. The truth is that we're not really surprised with Levi today. I think that from the moment Levi was born, I think you've been consistently amazing and the same. You always had focus and you use it for incredible things so far. Tremendous talent and a drive to always do what's right and to always be kind to other people and to make sure you're on par with your learning and enjoy going to Cheder every day. L'chaim to the rabbis and the principals who are joining us today and all of his friends, of course. And like Tati said earlier, when we told you we were having this, getting worse, this big event, you were so mature. And we're very proud of you. Chaim.
Chaim.
We're excited to see what Levi has in store. We know it's a whole bunch of good stuff. Chaim.
We now want to share our screen.
L'chaim, Levi, L'chaim.
You doing?
Levi wants to tell you, Levi did a mitzvah project.
L'chaim, Levi.
Levi did a mitzvah project, he wants to tell you about it. Now we're going to show you a little video that Levi produced.
For my Mitzvah project, I decided to get at least 10 people to put on film and to put in a video. And I'm going to show you a video.
And whose film did you use?
I used my film.
Why did you use your own film?
Because the more mitzvahs I do with my film, the more beautiful my film gets.
Okay.
Mazel Levi!
So,
Thank you.
we're going to share our screen now. Levi, you're the tech.
L'chaim, Mazel Tov.
Levi's the tech master. In there, we have a video.
No, no, what's going to do now? All the time.
Mazel tov, Levi.
Thank you.
Mazel Tov, Levi.
Mazel tov, Levi.
Are you able to see the video?
I think you have to share your screen.
No, you have to share the screen, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to figure
Mazel
Mazel Tov, Levi.
Thank you.
Who knows how you...
We're very proud of you, man.
Mazel Tov.
Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning, 8:28 a.m. We're in the car heading to Larry Brown's house. Put on tefillin. We have a packed morning ahead. We have about 5 or 6 scheduled for this morning. Levi, excited? Levi's Mitzvah project. Woo! Where are we going now?
To the Rotters.
Great. Let's go.
My name is Rivka. And Mazel Tov. Bye-bye. My name is Shaya. Mazel Tov. And I hope you have a long life and I hope you do a lot of mitzvahs. Bye. You can do a lot of mitzvahs and I love you. Bye-bye. My name is Armin. I'm gonna wish Levi lots of brachos and he should have a great bar mitzvah and mazel tov, and I love you, Levi.
Okay, now we have
Two more.
two more that have to give a
Must pick them
live,
up.
live wish.
Come on, just go. You wanted to go live? You can have me on go first. Okay, come on, come stand here. Wait.
Very good, Levi.
No Ben. Sorry.
Okay.
Yaman Cup, Yaman!
No, where's Shana?
Let's go bench.
Mazel tov, Levi, and your bar mitzvah and your 50 people to virtual bar mitzvah. And I hope you have a good bar mitzvah. This is it, but also like hopefully if there's gonna be the other thing later on after coronavirus. And Mazel tov. Hi.
All right, let's go.
Clean.
Yay, Amanda wants to say, I love you, lady. Chaya, I love you. Pachi, clapping, yay!
Mazel tov, Levi, and the Kaplan. Say mazel tov.
Okay, the Kaplans have run out of tricks. Friends,
Thank you.
we want to thank you all for joining us.
Mazel tov, Levi. Mazel tov, Levi. Mazel tov, Mendel and Chana. Mazel tov, Levi. Great job on the speech from Yemen.
It's not very nice.
Mazel tov, Levi. Mazel tov, Mendel and Chana and the whole family. Hopefully.
L'chaim, Yerushalayim.
Anybody want to do this again tomorrow?
Mazel tov. Mazel tov, l'chaim.
Thank you, Uncle Chaim.
Great job, lady.
Mazel tov.
Can you please just take them
Simon Leslie, meet all the other Kaplans.
Where's the other Kaplans?
There's Bubby and Sadie.
Mazel tov. Say who it's from.
I want to see what's coming around. I just like your background.
Hi, Collins.
Mazel
Looks like
Hi, Mushka.
Hi, Michael. All right, can I go back to the Yankee game? How are the Yankees doing?
Say mazel tov, Levi.
Hi.
Zalman, it's just gonna have this last
Hello, Randall Johnson.
Esther, how does your foot taste?
Hey.
Johnson, hey.
There's drugs.
Hello, Fernanda.
Happy Hanukkah.
Say mazel tov, Levi.
Hi, Steve, Levi.
Love stuff, Chana Mendel and Levi and the whole fam.
Thank you.
Hi, Wesley's. Hi, Lisa's.
We don't see them, but we see your name.
Say mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Oh, Mr. Spalter.
Kaplan's.
Hello, Duchess.
Hello, whoever that was.
Lady, we love you.
I'm on mute.
Growing, l'chaim v'bracha.
Hi, Carrie, Lisa, we need some medical advice. If it's a crazy, bye-bye.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Where's Levi?
Lady, that was beautiful.
Outstanding job. Levi, hear me? Outstanding mimer, Dvar Torah, and video.
Yep.
Torah, Avodah, and Gemilas Chasadim.
That's it.
We're gonna eat.
What's the favorite menu
What are
tonight?
we eating? What are we eating tonight?
Favorite menu is chicken soup with bow ties,
Oh, that's a good one. What else?
fried schnitzel, and meat, and oven fries. Another favorite, no salad, only cut vegetables.
Of course.
We threw in some cauliflower for
Don't tell
Alex.
him. Don't tell him.
And we have delicious special cake coming soon. Thank you,
Lovely.
Dr. Basi Tridal, for the Boston cream pie
Who made a
tradition.
Boston cream pie?
You bet.
Who did? You did.
The chef.
Of course, you absolutely are.
Rivka said the pep. I said the chef, she said the pep.
You all said such nice brachas to your brother, Kindala.
Hi, Nina. Hi, Kaplan's. Kaplan's NJ. I see you guys.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Hi, Duchess.
Thank you, Nebraska.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
We're so happy we could be part of this.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, ladies. We're staying the last.
Have all night to party.
Wendell, what if there's stuff on the table?
All night.
You're strong.
I see the guys in there. In the corner there.
Hey, you want to say hello to everybody?
She wants to come.
Look at her.
Yay! Cockroach. Who's that over there in the corner?
Need to switch it. Hi.
They're in San Francisco. Enjoy.
Mommy.
There's Julian. Do I see Julian?
Hello, Mr.
Hi, Hannah.
Thank you for joining us. Who's
Of
that?
course, Mazel Tov. It's Ben. Say hello to the Kaplans. He just had his bar mitzvah, so he was excited to check out yours.
This is a unique one.
Yeah. I like how you guys are going with the flow.
There's Allison and Julian.
Hi, Chaya. Hi, Rivka.
Rivka, say hi. Now we get the music going.
Music.
Thank you all for joining us. We're so grateful.
Here we have dessert. We have ice cream dessert in honor. So thank you, Levi.
Benj, let's see the dance.
Let's see the dancer. Mazel Hey!
Nice bar mitzvah?
Is this a FaceTime? Is that a FaceTime? No. Calling it? No. But you can see us. They could hear us. I know the drill, but I don't know. What's that? No, you can.
There, raise your hand. Again. Raise your hand. Again, raise your hand. Without moving. Good. Leah? What did you do? Oh.
I don't know the boy, but I know the girl.
Oh, yeah? Remember them? They're Neshama's grandchildren?
I'm gonna hold a while.
Thank you, Dr. Shaney, all the way from Australia.
We made it. We made it.
Honored. We're so touched.
What a beautiful, beautiful international party.
Shaney's talking. Thank you so much.
Party. Why did you mute us? Unmute us right now.
Mazel tov, Kinderlach and Shani.
Wait.
That's so nice of you to join. If they hadn't put it on mute,
So we can't be at the feast.
joining. So special. Really
Pleasure.
What time is, what's going on over there, you know?
Now it's not 9:38.
Unmute.
Am I on mute?
Not you, not you, not you.
Mushki.
Yeah, guys, you want to say Mazel? Just press unmute. Go, mute yourself. Mute yourself.
No, don't mute yourself.
No, she's
I want
gone.
to hear you.
She's right there.
Was that Mushki Hecht?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Zadie, want to say something?
There's a door. You can see the door. Well, I don't have to.
Hey, Bench.
That's what John said. You can't see.
Are you on mute?
No. No, I know the girl.
There you go.
So we introduced them.
That was so special. Levi, this was unusual. This was really, really special. We got to share it with so many people that wouldn't have come.
That's true.
And it really made us feel like we were right there inside your dining room.
Whoa.
You made a really, really beautiful.
Very,
very beautiful.
The most
Sitting on mute.
unforgettable.
You're going to say Mazel tov?
You bet, Dr. Shaney. Very unforgettable.
Definitely unforgettable.
Right? Right?
This is
That
a,
you'll be able to say to your kids, I had my bar mitzvah on an international stage because of
That's
Corona.
right.
You hear that?
Well said. Well said, Shani, as always.
John's Corona Bear.
He looks convinced.
Isabel has Corona Bear, everybody.
Yaman just decided he wants a bar mitzvah like this too.
Good night. Happy birthday.
Gesundheit. Everybody Gesundheit.
Gesundheit, exactly.
Food. Not Corona.
Well,
We'll be happy to attend. Chana, you ready to serve them supper? I'm sure they're starving.
Bobby and Zadie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You have to unmute yourselves. We can't hear you. Bobby and Zadie Kaplan. I know, we'll share. We're coming, Rivka. Bobby and Zadie, you're unmuted.
you're unmuted.
L'chaim, l'chotanim, l'chaim, l'vracha.
Hi, Martin,
I'm finding this very, oops. L'chaim, l'chaim, l'vracha.
Nou, we alleen niet klachten.
We should share in person, Mr. Hashem.
Amen.
Dance together. In good health. Levi, I'm finding this very emotional. Yeah, it's feeling very touchy-feely.
Yes.
I might have drank too much, I don't know.
Ooh, mazel tov, Levi.
Not enough.
Thank you all for joining us. The kids who are starving.
Special. Be well, Rachel. Mechutin. We knock us together in good health.
Amen.
Yes. Right here in my kitchen, everybody.
Together with Mashiach, the God of Mamish.
Amen.
Amen.
Chaim v'livracha. Okay.
Yes. All right, we're going to say good night or good morning to Australia. And we should share some real FaceTime.
Amen.
Amen.
Da, 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 da. Hey, goodbye. Na, na, na. Okay, we're ending it. We're coming, Rivka.